It is Space Week. Hey everybody, it's Tom. It's FANzine Live. We are doing the new releases for Space Week. Bob Corby's books that he is releasing at Space. So these are his Space premiere books. First one is called Amazing Tales of Entropy, Volume 2. The other one is called O Comics, number 33. The theme is folklore. They're both anthologies. This is all Bob's work. This is a multi-creator anthology. So we're going to start with the Amazing Tales of Entropy. Bob, of course, is the head, the chief bottle washer, and everything else related to the Small Press and Alternative Comics Expo Space, which is going to be held on Saturday, the 26th of April, and Sunday, the 27th of April, at the Rhodes Center at the Ohio State Fairgrounds, and this is in 2025. Great show, really good creators there. You should definitely go take a look if you are anywhere close to Columbus, Ohio. Bob has Amazing Tales of Entropy, Volume 2. What is this series? As he told me, and it's a $10 book, and you'll see why, it's actually a pretty darn good value considering, he has collected everything that he's published and put them into 2 volumes of Amazing Tales of Entropy. And if I look at it correctly from all the different work that he's got in here, it looks like it's roughly about 2015, 2016 through to the present. And you can see, oh, this is containing the last 10 years. Oh, there you go. Copyright 2007 to 2025. So 10 years of Bob's pages, all hand-drawn in traditional media. You can see it is a paperback, trade paperback size. Probably a little, is it the same size as a digest? It's a little larger than an 8.5 by 11 folded over digest. So you're probably looking closer to something closer to the size of like a manga or something of that nature. Gorgeous matte covers and nice gloss interiors. The printing is chef's kiss perfect. He has a series here, starts with Gremlin. And Bob's work is always good and always known for fantastic use of backgrounds and especially shading. Just in this page alone, look at what he's doing with shading. He's got heavy stippling in every single panel. His clouds have a heavier stippling than the sky. Different shading of the stippling. Look at that, of the character flying through the sky. You can still see like a translucent element of the sky behind and the cloud. You can see in the wall here, he's got some kind of curved, is that curved hatching? Is that what we would call it? I know this is hatching. You got hatching all along here. It's just gorgeous, gorgeous work. And then when he goes to pure white, like he does here with the sun, all he has to do is just go with white because he's got all this stippling covering the rest of the sky, or the elephant here, or what have you. Gorgeous stuff. So anyway, Gremlin is a kind of a neat supernatural piece. Very simple characters, but very easy to read, easy to understand. Wow, look at that establishing shot there. Then he starts going into his science fiction elements. And the lettering itself is pretty good too. He hand letters that. There are a couple spots where if I was him, I would have perhaps blown the balloons out a little further. But, you know, that's life. Look at this. I mean, just incredible. And using the using the stippling around the eye for the makeup effect. Great looking monster there. Love the panel progression there. Bob's stuff is all ages. There's nothing in here that I would not show to my 12-year-old kids. Okay, then he goes to this Mr. Rift. And this appears to be done, if I have to guess, with pastels. Again, I'll try to show you a little more closely. Really neat. And by playing his guitar, he sometimes conjures up all sorts of supernatural goodness. Then he switches to another character of his, Vugs. Again, this one looks to be painted on canvas. And looks like most all of Vugs is done this way. Everything. This one appears to be ink with, I'm going to say colored pencils. Garnet and ruby. And then his autobiographical work. And I like how he did his different self-interpretations, different media, different style altogether. I mean, going from stick figures all the way up through painted characters. Bob lost his wife to, I believe it was ALS. He shares some of his story in here. Still influences what he does to this day. The old television and seeing Neil Armstrong landing on the moon and how it would affect his life. This is a Bunny Blues cover that we will take a look at in the Classic Zines this week. But look at this one. I mean, that's a riff on a French Impressionist painting. All done with stippling. Wow, incredible. And then we have some full color Bunny Blues. And then he has a series of Robot 1010, or just 8 to his friends. And this is what he calls a 24-hour comic, which means he didn't have a ton of time to dress it up like he does so much of his other work. But speed is of the essence, and he still was able to put together a 24-panel comic. This is I'm guessing it's a linoleum etching. I know that he does a fair bit of that. I've got a couple of his mini comics where he does some linoleum etching. Yeah, and then he ends it up with some shorts. He does some gallery pieces as well. So a little bit about Bob. There he is, relaxing on the back porch at Back Porch Comics with his glass of wine, drawing a little. ALS, an important cause. So yeah, there you go. So that's the Amazing Tales of Entropy. Then folklore. See, he's got plenty of contributors. And if you follow him over the years, this is an annual anthology that he does, or at least these days it's annual. He has many of the same people coming back to do the theme of the year. You will see a lot of names in here that if this work appeals to you, you probably can go to his booth at Space and pick up back issues to see other work that they've done. Again, the printing is great. Soft cover book, matte cover. This one has matte interiors, and it's just a black and white, I believe, all the way through. Yeah, black and white all the way through. A lot of Columbus area people, of course. The premise of this is folklore, and so everybody's supposed to take their own spin on what folklore is. I like this one. Comics, Matt Levin, who, of course, we did Strange Times 3 with him and focused on his amazing work. He did one called Fork Lore, and of course, it's not folklore, it's forklore, and he basically did the history of forks. Keith Newsom, who of course was in Strange Times, he was 6, if I recall. We did his issue. He drew these folklore characters, followed up with the rare-sighted, successful small press creator. Bob makes a nice looking book. Oh, and these are all the back issues that are available. I mean, he goes back to issue 19. He's still got copies of, so you can pick up a lot of O comics at Space. I have Dreams, and I have Coffee, and I have Cheese. Yeah, I have these 3 as well. They're all really good. Neat stuff. Bob, you done good. You and your friends have done good. So we have Amazing Tales of Entropy, Volume 2, O Comics number 33, Folklore. These are the new releases this week, available for the first time in public at Space, Saturday, April 26th, Sunday, April 27th, 2025 at the Ohio State Fairgrounds in the Rhodes Center. It'll be a good time. I hope you get a chance to get over there. This is FANzine Live. I'm Tom. These are good books. Go to Space, and I will catch you next time.